everyone, it's Laura T at DreamDeals123, and I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube, and I'm not going to talk about eBay much today. I'm going to talk a little bit about it at the end and some of my plans for the future. I'm sorry that I have not been on for so long. I think it's been 2 months or something like that. Things have been a little bit crazy over here. Okay, I'm just going to get right into it. My daughter had a baby on, she had little Preston Radcliffe Hubbard last week. He was born on March 4th, and he was born with Down syndrome and several other health complications. He's already had one surgery, which was called he had esophageal atresia and then a esophageal fistula. I'm just putting that out there in case people are medical people. And he had a surgery. His esophagus was not connected to his stomach, and then his trachea was not attached right. So it was a very long procedure, and he went through it very well. It was very successful, and he's in the NICU now at the University of Virginia. And my daughter had to have a C-section too. It was all pretty crazy. We knew that he had a chance of having Down syndrome, and we knew that he had a heart defect that would require surgery in 3 or 4 months. When he was 3 or 4 months old, we were told. We didn't know about this esophageal and trachea fistula. And there's also other issues, like today he has to have an esophageogram to see, I think, how it's healing, because he has a surgery next week called an aortic arch augmentation, I think, and they have to also do something called an aortic band. And this supposedly is the most serious surgery. There's a lot of recovery involved, so he'll be at the NICU, the PICU. The NICU is a neonatal intensive care unit, which he is at now. They said after this next surgery, he will go to the PICU, which is a pediatric intensive care unit, and he will probably be there about 4 weeks or more. My daughter and her husband and her 2.5-year-old are staying at the Ronald McDonald House, which is just basically right across the street from it. There's a shuttle to and from the hospital every day, and let me turn this off. I went there the beginning of this week because she can't lift her 2.5-year-old or really take care of her much because she's over visiting Preston most of the day. They have kind of a thing with the Ronald McDonald House. If you stay there, you have to spend a certain amount of time in the NICU. I guess they're just doing that to make sure people don't, I don't know, but anyways, she can't just go there for an hour a day or something like that. So, which she wouldn't want to. She wants to be there all the time. But she does have a 2.5-year-old that needs constant care and lifting and stuff, even when she's with her. So somebody else has to be there now until she recovers from her C-section. So luckily, this hip surgery that I had recently, I had my hip replaced, if anybody's new here, has made me in really good shape to help. Because if I hadn't had this hip surgery, I wouldn't have been able to help at all. So that's a really good thing. And let me just look at my notes here. So she's staying at the Ronald McDonald House, and boy, is that great. They have a private room. It's like a small hotel room with 2 beds. So when I stay there, I sleep in one bed, and the mom, dad, and the 2-year-old Evelyn sleep in the other bed, and it's very cozy. And but the great thing about it is they have like a lunchroom and a playroom and a library, and the food is all free, and it's not just like McDonald's food, although once a week you can order McDonald's, and I ordered yesterday just because I wanted to get, my granddaughter doesn't necessarily like McDonald's, but I thought she would like the Happy Meal, which she really did. So we ordered that, but she didn't eat the nuggets. Anyways, people bring in like homemade stuff. So there's always like homemade salads and lasagnas and spaghettis and breakfast sandwiches and all kinds of stuff like that. So, and the playroom is just fantastic. It's just huge. And as long as we've been there, we're the only people there. I never see any other, hardly any adults and kids, even though supposedly it's packed, but they must all be over at the hospital all the time. Maybe they're not the same situation as us. I don't know, but the playroom has pinball machines, which I used to play when I was young, and these are free. So when we're all in there, one of us can be playing pinball, and my granddaughter likes to watch and see all the balls. And then it's got a huge library with children's books of all ages and adult books and stuffed animals and comfy chairs and balls that you can play with and roll around with. We've been having fun with the animals, playing soccer and stuff. So, and then at Charlottesville, it's at University of Virginia Charlottesville, which is the best in the state, and the doctors and the nurses and the whole staff there, everybody there is just sort of a kindness and a loving feeling from everybody. So supportive, so good. And Preston seems comfortable. He's got a little pacifier that he can suck. He is on feeding tubes because of the esophageal issue. Hopefully that will heal up and he will be able to, my daughter is pumping breast milk in the hopes that he can be eating that soon. He was born at 7.5 pounds, which was a good weight, and he went full term, which was good. She was induced because they wanted to make sure he would be at the right hospital when he was born. So the great thing is she has so much support. I'm here. I'm retired basically, so I am free to be there as much as she needs me from now on. And I do have another hip replacement surgery April 9th. I told her I could have it another time and put it off, but everybody wants me to have it right away. So the recovery from that is pretty quick. And the good thing is she has the other grandparents, Aaron's mom and dad are here. They're both retired except for the mom. She's a veterinarian and she works 1 day a week, but for the most part they're available. Aaron does have to work. He does have some vacation time, so he can take it off for like days of surgery and stuff like that, but he does have to work. And it's about an hour and 20-minute drive. So what he does is he basically commutes from the Ronald McDonald House every day. So that's, but he says he just listens to a book or something like that. And it's a really, really beautiful drive, sort of through the I guess the Blue Ridge Mountains or whatever that is there. I'm so new around here. I never know if they're called the Shenandoah Mountains or the Blue Ridge Mountains. I guess we're in the Shenandoah Valley. Anyways, I should figure that out. But so it's really nice that, like, I was there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Robin and Randy, the other grandparents, came yesterday, and I'm home, and they actually brought Evelyn back to their house here so she could kind of get in some familiar places. And they're also watching my daughter's cats, and one of the cats is quite sick, so it's good that we were just going over to the house and feeding the cats in the morning and the night, but then we thought, well, let's get them over to the veterinarian's house and they can be there, and then when Evelyn visits or whatever, that she can see her cats. So we're just doing lots of adjusting, trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. So he's also got to have a possible surgery on his spine, like at the end of his spine, not like the bones or anything or spinal cord, but just like there might be some kind of my daughter said like an extra cartilage or something like that. But anyways, that might be it. So for now, and then he still has to have that heart surgery that we knew about, and I don't know the name off the top of my head what that surgery is. I'm going to find out. But yeah, she's got a lot of support. Her church is very supportive. I guess last weekend when the pastor told everybody what was going on, everybody just spontaneously, people were walking up and giving money and offering help because like just the gas for Aaron driving there is going to be like $500 a month. But the support that they've gotten is just unbelievable. Everybody making food, everybody praying. All my friends here around the lake are all praying and getting their churches to pray. I feel like the whole state of Virginia has been praying for Preston. And he did have some really good things happen. Like he wasn't able to, they had him on breathing machine for a while, but he got off of that and is breathing pretty well now. So he's as cute as, he's so cute. If any, I'm trying to put a picture up or something so you guys can see him. I've been having a lot of fun hanging out with my granddaughter, Evelyn. Even though I've, hung out with her a lot before, we're a lot around to each other a lot, yet she really likes to, they don't let her watch TV or the screens very much, but they let her have a little bit of it, and her favorite thing to do is watch car wash videos. Real car washes, and then there's a guy called Handyman Hal who does a whole bunch of silly car wash and stuff like that. So we were watching those, which are actually quite fun and interesting. And she likes to sit out on, there's a little deck you can sit out on and watch all the trucks and the buses, and there's a train that went by yesterday. She's just really into all of that kind of mechanical stuff, and trucks and buses and cars, really into it. So we had fun. It was so beautiful here yesterday. We just sat out on the deck for an hour and watched the buses and the cars, and talked about maybe they need to go get a wash. So she is very fun to be around. Everybody is hanging in there, and but I have pretty much put my store on vacation. I might take it off for the few days because I think I'm going to be home on weekends, but even before this, I haven't really been doing much. I don't know. I mean, I still have I have 500 listings, but I haven't been adding much new on lately, and I don't know how much I'm going to be doing. I think I'm going to just keep doing it, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing, a gnat just flew in my nose. Too many videos. I don't know. It's weird. Lately, I haven't had this drive to do eBay very much. So I think a lot of it has to do with this hip replacement, that before I had this, and I just couldn't hardly move, so I was very sedentary, and doing eBay was like something I could do. But now I can go for walks, I can go and do stuff, and I'm just super busy with helping my daughter out with Preston. I think I will be for a while. This year will probably be the most stuff going on. And I'm not saying that I'm never going to get back to it, and I'm not saying I'm never going to do a video again. But it might be like this, like once every couple of months or something with updates. I don't really know. You guys have all been so great, such great friends. We have a great community here, so I want to keep in touch, and I may go back to the old schedule of doing many of them. I just don't, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know, you guys all understand. And yeah, so this isn't really a eBay video. And I know I usually sing at the beginning. I thought I would sing at the end. Here we go. Let's see if I got it lined up. Uh-oh. Let's see. Sorry. Wait a minute. Trying to do it. Oh, I'm really blowing this, sorry. I couldn't love you any better. I love you just the way you are. All right. Love you guys. See you next time.